Yo, what's going on? Back with another video. I know, like, I've been kind of like, what's it called? Last time I uploaded a video was like around like 3 weeks ago. So just gonna record one right now, just cause. It's currently 2:42 a.m. in the morning. Can't fucking sleep. But just a little update today. I had like 6 calls on the calendar, or 7 calls. 6 showed up and I closed 5 of them, and I collected a lot of money. I collected a good chunk of money, right? And what I've slowly kind of realized is that, like, I'm starting to, like, today, like, I found my, like the aha moment, right? Where, how do I, how do I fucking explain this? Like, it's like the aha moment, and the reason why I say this is because I had a call. It was my last call today, and this guy, he was so skeptical. He came onto the coaching. He came onto the sales call. He was so skeptical, and he came on because he got scammed before, and I could kind of tell because by the way he was kind of like when I was like asking him questions, like the way he was like answering them, like and then like I saw his body language, and then I just like started picking up on those things because like I was just like kind of engaged with the conversation. Does that make if that makes fucking sense? And the reason why is because like the reason why I was able to like pick those things up as quickly as possible was because like my previous calls, like I closed 4 of my previous calls. So like, and when I usually close people, right, and I collected like a good amount of money, like at least for the day, like I just become completely detached from the sale. I mean, that's just like how it should be, like from the very beginning, because you gotta detach yourself from the sale. Because like if you focus too much on the sale, like you're gonna fucking cook yourself. And but more importantly, it's like more like you're just gonna like not listen to the conversation, and more so just kind of like instead of just actually listening, you're actually just looking to ask the next question, right? You're not really engaging with the conversation. But here's like, but like but yeah, the thing is like it was like 3 minutes, like bro, it was like 3 minutes into discovery. Like 3 minutes into discovery, like literally for a second when I asked him like my opening question, like I said like, hey man, like what's the kind of like the specific outcome you're looking for? Like I just want to see if I can help. Like the way he was answering my questions, I was just like, okay, something's off here. And then I kind of my spidey senses card started kicking in, and I was like, okay, well, this guy like the way he's answering his questions, he's just like he's not really engaged with conversation, and by the look of it, he was probably like, ah, it's one of these stupid fucking questions. These fucking idiot, fucking retard, fucking like salespeople like asking these stupid questions. So I called it out. I was like, hey, bro, like by the way, time out for a second. Like have you had a bad experience before? Like just be honest with me. And that's where things started to change because he started opening up more. He's like, yeah, man, I've been actually been on calls like this before. Like I've gone through the same fucking process where like this sales guy would just ask me a question and then blah 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 blah. And then I was like, okay, cool. So I handled that head on, and then I was just letting the dude talk. I was like, okay, what kind of happened with the mentorship? What kind of happened? Tell me what happened. Blah 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 blah. He explained it to me. It was legit. He legit got fucking burnt in the past, scammed or whatever. And I was just like, there's no script for that, bro. Like, I was literally just telling him, like, okay, look, I was like, dude, listen, look, like, I get it. Like, obviously, like, I was intentionally using my tone, and then the way I was moving, the way I was like moving my hands, like, I was using that intentionally so I can kind of like make him. But at the same time, I did fucking understand. Like, I did get it, right? Because I was just like, dude, look, I get it. Like, you got scammed. You know, you put your time and your effort and your money into something, but and then you just didn't see the results. So like, bro, I get it. I fucking get it. And I even called it out. I was like, your guard is probably pretty high right now. And I'll play a clip too, and I'll play some clips of the call, and then you guys can kind of see. Like, bro, I'll play a clip too. What the fuck am I saying? But like, yeah, I was like, dude, I get it. Like, your guard's probably pretty high, right? Because you fucking had these calls all the time. And he's like, yeah, my guard is super high, bro. And I was like, okay, cool. I appreciate the transparency. But like, if we want to have a productive conversation, bro, like I get it. Like, I'm gonna need you to lower that guard down, so we can have like a productive conversation, so you can get to where you need to be. And he was like, and I told him, I was like, dude, I'm not saying put your entire guard down like completely, because like, dude, I just knew that wasn't gonna happen. But like, the thing is, like, the reason why I said that is because he can lower his guard down a little bit, and then eventually in the conversation, like, he lowers his guard down even more. That was my strategy. That was my plan, and it fucking worked, right? And the reason why it worked was because like I actually just wanted, I actually understood like where that person was coming from. I understood his object. I already knew what his objection was. I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I just want to make sure like I don't get scammed again. Like, the reason why he was asking me so many fucking questions in the beginning, the reason why he was like, yo, dude, like, Christian, like, yo, what do you do, bro? Like, who are you on Samir's team? Or who are you, like, a coach? Like, the reason why he was asking those questions is because like he just wanted more clarity, because he just wanted to make sure like what happened before wasn't gonna happen again. That's literally the reason why he was asking these questions, and that's literally the reason why he was acting that way, right? And like, the moral of the story, it's like we, like, in those situations, like, dude, there's no script to handle that. There's no script, there's no frameworks, there's no processes that could actually handle that. It's just being human, right? There's no script for being human. There's no processes for being human. There's no frameworks for that bullshit. Yes, you can have like the frameworks in your head in terms of like the questions on where you need to be. At the end of the day, it's like you have to be so present with the conversation with the person you're speaking to that like it makes it almost impossible for them to not close. Like, the thing is, bro, like, I wasn't really handling that call as like a normal call where I run him to the framework, where I future pace consequence. Like, hey, I did ask him, like, I even said this. I was like, by the way, like, sales question coming, brace yourselves, because like the guy's been in sales too. So I was like, okay, so by the way, like, sales question incoming, like, brace yourself. Like, if we don't move past the bad experiences, we never get over that fear. We never get the right help. Where does that kind of leave you? And he was like, well, in the same spot, bro. And he actually gave me a good answer. And it was a good answer because the reason why it was a good answer, because like I lowered his guard down a bit, and we had a proper conversation. So it's like, yeah, that's literally what it was. Like, and he ended up closing. Cause I didn't even hard pitch this dude. I didn't even hard pitch him. I answered his questions. He was talking about, hey, what do you guys do? How's the payments? How are they structured? What am I really getting inside the course, inside the community? I answered him directly. Dude, in fact, I was doing discovery while pitching. Like, I was doing discovery while pitching. It was fucking crazy. Why was I able to do that? Was because I was able to enjoy the conversation much more, and it just flowed. And the reason why it flowed was because I was actually listening. I was fucking listening, right? Not a lot of fucking salespeople say this shit. Like, you actually gotta listen to the person. Like, because if you're not listening and you're just looking to ask the next question, like, you could have missed something that was very important, and that could have decided to call. For me, it was like the way he was answering my questions, the way he was responding to them, the body language. The reason why I caught those things was because I was so present with the conversation. Like, it was impossible for me to miss, right? And I'm starting to get to the point in sales where it's just starting to be like, oh shit, like, this is what sales is. It's not like, and the thing is, it's like, I'm like, dude, if I can close a person like that, I can close anybody. Obviously, there's people who are not closable because some people are just fucking, they're too cooked to the point where they can't bring themselves to do something, which is totally fine, right? Whatever. But the thing is, it's like, if I can close someone like that, who they came onto the call, their guard is super high, like literally giving me their objections during discovery. And that, like, I can close anybody. But the thing is, it's like, I wasn't even me closing him. It was like, I was actually helping him out. Because at the end of the day, that's what sales is. It's how well you can understand what the other person is saying, and based on what they're saying, like, why are they saying it, where it's coming from, and actually just understanding, getting to the root issue. And because, like, once you understand that and you make them feel heard, like, bro, you'll close anybody, legit anybody. It doesn't matter if it's like some fucking like person who's like super guard, they got scammed for. In fact, I closed two people who got scammed today. In fact, right, took their money. I'm just kidding, but I helped them out, of course. But it's like, and also too, like, this guy who's with the guard who's like, he even thanked me, and he was like, yo, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the reason why I'm buying is because, like, you were just being human. You were just being a good person, not even being a good salesperson, just being a good person in general. And it's like, and that told me, it's like, okay, I can actually be myself on these calls. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, the frameworks, the questions, I'm not saying skill set doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it still does. Like, you need to be asking the right questions. You need to be knowing how to take the conversation and whatnot. But at the end of the day, like, that call I took, like, no script is going to fix that, bro. No script, no processes, no frameworks. And I'll say this to the day I fucking die. Like, no framework's going to close that, bro. If I followed a framework and stuff and whatnot, like, I would have gotten eaten alive. But the thing is, it's like, I was able to be so upfront with him, so direct to the point, and, like, understand, like, I was like, hey, bro, like, I get it, you're a salesperson. I'm not gonna run you through the whole process. Like, I already know what your objection is. This is what's causing that objection. And now I just need at the end of the day, I just need to answer your questions and just get you across the line. Like, I'm telling him, like, bro, I'm not gonna treat you like a robot. Like, you're a human, bro. I'm a human too. We all go through experiences that make us. That's like, we all go through experiences. Like, for example, like the reason why, like, the dude got burned. It's like relationships. I'm gonna throw another analogy, right? Because I'm the analogy guy. But it's like relationships. Like, your first relationship, you could either whether it be a girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever the fuck you're interested in, doesn't matter. But be a girl, a guy, and if you have a bad relationship, like your first one or whatever, like, it's gonna leave a bad taste in your mouth. Pause. Right. But if we never move past those bad experiences, are you ever gonna be the person you're with today? If you are with someone, right? Or are you ever gonna be the better version of yourself if you never move past those relationships? At least those bad experiences, right? Or when you get into a car accident, does that mean you're never gonna drive again? No, it doesn't make fucking sense, right? But the thing is, it's like, I understood where the dude was coming from. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to run you through a process. I'm not going to run you through a script. You know the questions I'm asking. I'm still going to ask the questions I need to ask, because I obviously, that's why I'm asking them. But I'm not going to run you through a process. I'm not going to run you through a script. I'm going to just have a conversation, bro. I know where you come from. Ended up closing. So the lesson in there is, be human, treat others with respect, because at the end of the day, it's like, a lot of people are going through a lot of shit, whatever it may be. Like let's say, like, for example, today too, I'm just going on a yap session. Like, this guy no-showed my call earlier, like my first call of the day, he no-showed. And I was just like, okay, this guy's a fucking, like, what the fuck? This guy's a weirdo. I don't even know why I thought that. Like, honestly, like, I feel fucking ashamed for even thinking like that. But, like, and then I messaged him. He told me, he's like, hey bro, by the way, the reason why I wasn't able to make the call was because his one of his grandma passed away like 2 days ago. And I was like, shit, like, what? Like, I feel like, and then he was just like, yeah, man, I'm feeling under the weather. My grandma passed away 2 days ago. Like, let's reschedule. And dude, I felt like shit. I felt like fucking shit. Fucking like even thinking like, yo, this guy's a weirdo. Cause like why would I even say that? Like what, like, you know, like why? Like obviously I can have my own thoughts and stuff and whatnot, but like it just made me feel bad because it's like fuck, dude. Like maybe people are just going through. Obviously, like, don't get me wrong. In the name of the game of sales, we're just getting people who just don't show up to calls because like they're either scared, they're fearful, or whatnot. But like I'll, in the back of my mind, I'll always give the benefit of the doubt. Okay, maybe something happened. Maybe something happened. Maybe they got in a car accident. Maybe shit. Maybe it's kind of like when people are driving or speeding on the highway, and then you're just like, dude, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like, look at this idiot. He's gonna fucking crash. That's one way to look at it, right? But you could also, there's another way to look at it. Okay, like maybe, hey, maybe he's rushing to, maybe he needs to take a shit, right? Or maybe he needs to attend to his, maybe his daughter's dying. Or maybe his grandma is dying on her last breath in the hospital and he just wants to speak so he can see it for the last time, right? Like, dude, like, there's all these things. Obviously, like, again, they may not necessarily be true. I mean, that guy who no-showed, I mean, he could be fucking lying. Who the fuck knows? But it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, cool. It's like, not okay, cool, but it's like, okay, well, this happened. Just understand and move past it. Because how you are on your sales calls is going to be how you are off your sales calls. And that's kind of like the thing I've been working on as well. Right? Even when I talk to my friends online and stuff and whatnot. Like, okay. Just understand people, be respectful. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, we all have the same forearms. We have the same 2 arms, 2 legs, and stuff and whatnot. Like, there's nothing different between, like, you two, like, the people, right? Which leads into my next point. I'm going on a tangent, but like, it just leads into my next point. It's like, yeah, people are making money and stuff and whatnot. Like, just because I'm making money more than like my peers or whatever it may be, it's like making money doesn't necessarily make you like a better person or a more important person. Just makes you a person who knows how to make money online and knows how to make a shit ton of it, right? So, but yeah, I'm gonna post this. Honestly, bro, like, I know I mentioned like I was gonna post a clip, but I'm fucking too lazy to edit that bullshit. But yeah, I just wanted to rant and then yeah, bro. See you guys in the next video. But TLDR, be human. Skill set is still important. At the end of the day, the people you're talking to on these phone calls, they're people too. They all go through the same shit. If you can just understand the reason why as to why they're doing things, and you just call it out respectfully, handle it respectfully, you'll get more deals across the line. I promise you that. Alright, boys. I'm gonna dip out of here. I'm fucking tired. And peace. Ding dong.